People often ask the question, is the American dream dead? I believe the moment we stop dreaming, we might as well be. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, the creator of American Dream TV, a national TV show centered around real estate, lifestyle, and culture. A real show showing you real neighborhoods from real professionals. Today, we're going to take you all across the country, showing you why we live in the greatest country on the planet. Let's get this show started right now.
From coast to coast, it's not just about houses. It's about how people live, work, and dream. These streets hold stories. These homes hold hope. And the people, they're the heartbeat of something bigger. This isn't just real estate. This is the real America. One neighborhood at a time. Welcome to your neighborhood. Welcome to the American Dream.
I'm Chrisi Hagan, your Living in Columbus in Central Ohio host with the American Dream TV. Today, we're at the legendary Ohio State University Golf Club, where tradition, championship golf, and Buckeye pride come together. Let's get started. Hi, we're here with Rob Robinson today at the Ohio State University Golf Course. As we said, Rob is a PGA professional and golf instructor. Rob, do you think you can show us inside the pro shop?
Got a lot of new stuff. Let's go take a look.
Let's go. Rob, we are surrounded by some incredible memorabilia and clothing for OSU. Tell me a little bit about the pro shop, who is allowed to shop here, and what are some of the most popular items?
Sure. The golf shop is open to the public. Most of our sales go through our members, their guests, but we do during home football games and a lot of traffic when alumni come back into town, move through here. In my years here, we've grown the golf shop from $300,000 a year to over $600,000 a year is where our sales is now. Obviously, being a golf shop, most popular items are golf shirts and golf balls. Titleist, when we have that as a logo golf ball, that one just, you can't keep enough of them around. And what we try to do is, for about half of the year, the product that's in here is club logo, which looks like, if we move to a piece here, you can see one I have on. That's the Ohio State Golf Club logo. And then as football season approaches, we move into the Block O or the Varsity O and put that on and have more of the traditional scarlet gray, black and white color story. Doing the club logo and all the stuff that's in here from spring into summer allows us to mix in some unique products that other Buckeye stores don't have.
Rob, we're in front of the Kepler Clubhouse. Tell me about the name, and then let's talk about who can be members here.
Okay, the Kepler is named after one of the original golf coaches, Robert Kepler. It's also, he's the name for the men's event in the spring, famous Hall of Famer, Buckeye legend golf guy. So he preceded, if you go down through the history, like Jim Brown, Hall of Famer, current coach Jay Mosley's been here about the same as me, I think about 10 or 11 years. So, you know, it's just a nice name brand for history.
Rob, we're up here in the beautiful patio of the clubhouse with some gorgeous greens behind us. There's two courses here, Scarlet and Gray?
Correct.
Tell me about them. What's the difference?
So the Scarlet Golf Course is the championship tournament golf course. And we've used Gray for like high school state championships for girls because it's a little bit shorter than Scarlet is, a little bit, we call it user friendly. If you want to make birdies, we go play Gray. You want to get beat up, we play Scarlet. So it's the tournament golf course, as I said. Major events that come through here, 2 collegiate events each spring, one hosted by the men and one by the women. That's the Robert Kepler Invitational and the Therese Hession Invitational, named after 2 Hall of Fame coaches. And then we have U.S. Amateur, U.S. Open qualifiers throughout the year. And then our last major event each September is a playoff with the Korn Ferry Tour event. So we're the next to last stop on their tour before they go to Indiana, and everybody gets handed, the top 30 get their PGA Tour cards.
What I love most about this course, besides the legendary and stunning fairways, is the sense of tradition and connection. It brings it all together. So whether you're a student, a proud Buckeye alum, or someone who serves our community in your uniform and scrubs at the Ohio State University Medical Center, there's something outstanding about this place. But we're just getting started. Our next step is the Buckeye fan favorite, the Varsity Club restaurant and bar, where spirit and game day lives 365 days a year. Let's go check it out. We've made our way to a Buckeye fan favorite, the Varsity Club bar and restaurant. Stories are legendary, subs are hot, and game day never ends. Let's go inside and see Papa Joe Malika, one of their owners since 1973. Let's go inside. So we are inside with the legendary Papa Joe, and I can't wait to ask you some questions about this incredible, iconic establishment at The Ohio State University. Papa Joe, your family purchased this back in the early 70s, right?
And actually in 1972, a guy named Don Swills sold it to me. I actually took over on my birthday in 1973.
That was quite a gift.
On April the 8th, 1973. He sold it to me actually for a little less price than he was going to get for it. But he made me promise him that I would keep it the Varsity Club. And I told him as long as I have it, it'll be a Varsity Club.
Now, while this place is an icon, and I can't imagine somebody doesn't know, if they don't, what would you recommend as your most popular item on the menu on game day?
We have pizzas in the oven all day long on a football day, from the time we open to the time we close. The thing that's, I think, the most amazing to me is that we open up the door and in 5 minutes, every seat's taken. That amazes me, you know. You stand outside the door and you open up the door and boom, you're packed.
Yeah.
Game days are just, people come to get a seat, they come early.
Thank you for joining us today on our American Dream TV episode with Living in Columbus and Central Ohio. I'm Chrisi Hagan, your host here locally. Have a great day.
The game's over, you're out with the crowd, and in just minutes, you're home. I'm Adam Martin, lifestyle and real estate expert, and today we're talking about what it's like to live, eat, and thrive in downtown Dayton.
This city is changing, growing in all the right ways. And for more and more people, downtown is where the dream starts. Tucked away in century-old streets, you'll find historic charm and modern ease, without choosing one over the other. From energy-efficient fixtures and fresh layouts, this newly built townhouse gives worry-free home ownership in a neighborhood with character. Baseball right over your shoulder, coffee is just 2 blocks away, and the best wine is right around the corner. Home isn't just a place to live, it's also how you live. If townhomes and high-rises aren't your thing, no worries. Dayton has neighborhoods full of charm and walkability as well. Front porches, park benches, and people that wave when you walk by. Hey, Bob. That's life here in Patterson Park. Still walkable, still connected, with just a little bit more quiet built in. And in the middle of it all, something brand new is cooking. Three Birds is the newest chapter from the team behind places like Sueño and Tender Mercy. It's a modern take on a neighborhood restaurant. Easygoing, beautifully built, and already earning a ton of buzz. In a place like this, dinner is never just dinner. It's community. And just like downtown, it's full of flavor.
I hope that people feel a sense of community. I hope that they feel like they're stepping into their living room. When we took ownership of this building We were under renovation and would have a lot of people approaching us from the trail or through their bicycle or cars and coming up and telling us, hey, my mom used to work here. Hey, I had my first date here. I snuck my first pack of cigarettes from here. So many fun stories that they were telling us that we started to really figure out that we were situated like a living room in between Patterson Park and Oakwood. And we thought, wouldn't it be fun if we took this back to its bones when it was originally Parkmore, but made our interior feel like you're in your best friend's parents' home or your grandparents' house. Very couch-like, very social situation. So I hope people feel like a sense of community and friendship, nostalgia, and they really feel comfortable being here.
Living downtown doesn't mean giving up space or peace. It means adding connection, possibility, and access to what matters most. Downtown isn't just where things happen, it's where life connects. From stadium lights to late night bites, it all happens right here. I'm Adam Martin, and this is the American Dream.
Welcome to the American Dream TV. I'm Felicia, your host, and this may look familiar. Last time we were here, we talked about the Wigwam Event Center and all the amazing events that take place here. Well, today, we're gonna take you inside the 7th annual Jazz in the Creek, which started in our backyard for neighbors and past clients, and now it has turned into a 200+ person event. Come with me and experience the vibes at Jazz in the Creek. You can't have a great event like Jazz in the Creek without a great planning team. I have with me Donnie, Laverne, and Veronica, also known as DLV Platinum Events. And they're here to tell us a little bit about their company and how they do the things they do to bring events like these to life. It is all about the client. Yes. We do things from small events to large events.
The experience we wanted to create was for the folks that are coming to hear the jazz to have that grown and sexy experience. When we hear the vision of the client, we all go into our think tank. We'll start pulling things off the internet. We'll look at what's currently going on in the industry, what's popular, what kind of fabrics, what kind of textures, anything that's going to bring pop. Because for me, I'm the bling person in the group. So I need everything to pop, everything needs to bling, bling, bling. But it truly is all about the client and our customization. I think that's the niche for us. We customize everything we do for our clients.
I love that. Hi, I'm here with Copacetic, the featured jazz band for this evening, and they have built a reputation for smooth jazz that sets the vibe for any occasion. I have with me Ed Hill and Derek Brown. Can you please tell me how the group started?
We started about 10 years ago. We had a gig that actually was supposed to be a solo gig, invited a couple of other brothers to come and play, and it felt good, and decided, you know what, let's make this a thing. We have different configurations depending upon the situation. Sometimes we go with a trio. It's myself, Derek, and a keyboardist with us. And other times we have the 5-piece. And so we're really, blessed and excited when we have the 5-piece because it brings so much more energy. One of the things about Copacetic that I think is really special, obviously the name is, people love the name and all of that. But one of the things that I think is special is the fact that we find a way to connect with the audience. I've had so many people come up and tell us that the music has moved them, or they felt wrapped by the music, or they felt a connection to the music. And I think that's really what's important. One of the things that we've tried to do is be a group that certainly and foremost has fun when we play, and we transmit that to the audience.
For people that don't know us, they're surprised at how well the music sounds, how well the music comes together, the vibe on the stage, how we all vibe together. and just how smooth it is and musical. I think that's it.
And how do you get your gigs typically? Like, how do people book you? How do they find out about you?
A couple of different ways, certainly through social media, that kind of thing. Facebook, we're on Facebook and Instagram. But usually it happens through either word of mouth, someone's heard us, and they go and tell somebody else, or they come to an event and they see us and they come up afterwards and say, what does it take to get you guys to play for us?
I love that. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I can't wait to hear you guys this evening. They're always my favorite part of Jazz in the Creek is copacetic. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having
Thank
us.
you, of course. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for spending time with us today on the American Dream TV at the 7th annual Jazz in the Creek event. Until next time, experience that moves you. I'm Felicia Hentz. Take care.
Welcome to Paradise here at 3362 Opossum Run Road, Clear Fork School Districts, but we're in Mansfield. This incredible private oasis includes 2 stock ponds, 30 acres of the most gorgeous wildlife. We've got an unbelievable 3-bedroom, 3-bath home with a separate loft, but then we've also got an incredible in-law suite with its own private bedroom, bathroom, and kitchen. Welcome to Paradise. I'm Jami Kinton Sluss with the American Dream, and this is Selling Ohio. We're right inside this incredibly beautiful cedar kitchen right off the deck. I've got the listing agent, Aubrey Snow, here with me, who knows everything there is to know about this incredible property, including the history that might even include a famous individual who once stayed here. So, Aubrey, tell me a little bit about the history of the property.
Yeah, so Dave Bell's parents are the original owners and builders of the home. They called this the cabin. They used to own the nursery here, which was known as Bell Nurseries and is now known as Wade and Gatton Nurseries. Famous person that used to live here was actually Morgan Freeman when he was here filming for Shawshank.
That's incredible. So she did mention Wade and Gatton Nursery. So this does have a shared driveway, but when you pull into the gift shop, you're going to turn to the left and find yourself in this amazing private oasis. Now, so much to love here. We've got 2 spectacular ponds. There's an in-law suite or mother-in-law suite, separate apartment. You've got this unbelievable house with just incredible architecture. You've got to see it to believe it. Again, like we said, so much to love, but what's your favorite part?
My favorite part would be, I mean, what else could you want here? It's perfect, but just that, you know, it's so private, but you're also so close to 71. Snow Trails is across the street, just any and all amenities.
Amazing, great location. When you walk outside of the primary room, you're going to find yourself at this incredible in-law suite or second apartment. You're just going to make your way up the beautiful wooden stairs and find yourself right here inside this unbelievable space. You've got the huge kitchen behind me, dining area, amazing space in the middle here for entertainment, incredible bedroom in the back, and a separate bathroom. Aubrey, tell me how the owners use this space and then the possibilities of what the new buyers could use it for.
Yeah, so the owners just use this as extra space for their kids, kind of get away from mom and dad. And then in addition to being a great guest house or an in-law suite, we are also right down the road from Snow Trails and a bunch of really great wedding venues. So this would be great for like additional income.
Perfect. Now, we mentioned that you go up the stairs to get to the apartment, but downstairs is also a garage, and as you can imagine, it is also super cool. So talk to me about the garage.
Yeah, so the garage is huge and spacious. It's a 4-car garage. There are doors on both sides and on the end, so you can pull your cars right through. Endless storage possibilities.
Thanks so much for touring 3362 Opossum Run Road here in Mansfield. We hope you enjoyed this incredible property, and again, this could be yours. I'm Jami Kinton Sluss with Selling Ohio. We want to thank you so much for watching. This is the American Dream.
Hi, I'm Courtney
Courtney Kidd, your host for American Dream TV. Today, we're coming here from Columbus, Ohio to shine a spotlight on a local business who's shaking up the apparel industry. From custom apparel to unique designs, Direct Thread is all about helping businesses and organizations do what they do best by simplifying the branding and apparel process for them. Started by a guy in Cincinnati, brought to Columbus, Ohio, and now it's a thriving company. I am so excited to show you a day in the life of this local business, how they're living their American dream, one thread at a time. I'm here right now with Elliot and Dustin Fisher, brothers from Cincinnati, but brought their Direct Threads company up to Columbus, Ohio, and running out of Grandview, Ohio. Thanks, guys. Thanks for your time today, showing us the shop.
Thank you.
I'm going to pick your brain about some questions because we're curious about what you do here.
All right, we're ready.
So, can you tell us a little bit about Direct Threads and how it got started?
So yeah, we started with a website called Clothes Ohio, and as it grew online, people asked us to do B2B apparel. And we realized there was a little niche that we had. So we started to do business-to-business apparel, which became Direct Thread. And we weren't classically trained in the ways of old-time mom-and-pop screen printers. So we built a website where we let businesses order as needed versus the way of the past where they need 50 minimums, 100 minimums. And that's kind of how it exploded. Like businesses told other businesses about us and became new clients of ours.
Yeah, and selling online, we had to kind of make our whole process one-offs. So, if somebody orders a large black t-shirt versus a hoodie or something like that, we can make it on demand versus like sit on a bunch of material and then ship it when someone orders. So we can actually physically make it and ship it same day.
Okay, so tell us what makes Direct Thread stand out versus competitors.
Basically, the ordering process that a business has with us is different than like a normal mom and pop shop or another printing company because we have very, very low minimums, if any. And with us, a business in Columbus or nationwide can order on demand from us, and it's as needed basis, so they don't necessarily have minimums. So if someone new an employee comes and works for it or works for them, and they need a 3XL shirt with their logo on it, we can just do one shirt versus like them having to order 20.
Can you guys tell us about a recent challenge that your business had and how you overcame it?
Yeah.
So
basically, when we work with larger brands that are well known around the country as well as influencers, a lot of those brands and people need their apparel extremely fast.
Yesterday.
Yeah, if not yesterday. So that is a challenge because not everyone can do that, especially when working with competitors of ours, because they have different means of production and shipping and things like that. So we tend to lean into that and not pull away. So we basically have made our entire business around a fast turnaround.
We're very fluent in the rush order business. Yeah.
Not that you want that to be a thing, but...
No, I like the standard, but people need stuff, tomorrow. And if they're a current client of ours, we already have everything printed or, screens made. We can get it out the next day.
Okay. So you guys earlier mentioned Clothes Ohio. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, the site's still going. We love it. We're from Ohio. We have Ohio pride. So that's what gets our artistic side out of the business. We just partnered with Varsity World, and we did a whole line with Varsity World clothing. So we did all the Ohio high schools with it. We did some major Ohio cities. What else we got?
Yeah, Clothes Ohio is the artsy portion of kind of Ohio for, different people to love and show their, Ohio love.
Thank you guys so much for letting us come in, crash your place.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing us around.
No problem.
We're excited to see what Direct Thread has coming up. What would you like to leave us with?
We love working with businesses locally and nationally and just helping them elevate their merchandise, whether for their employees or for fans and customers. So it's just a great fit for us. And with our online expertise and past history, we really kind of help them and figure out like what's selling the best. And
it's always good to take away another business's pain points. That's we have ours, and when someone takes them away, I get excited, and when I help someone take theirs away, they get excited too.
Thanks for following along today. We had a blast with the guys at Direct Red. All in a day's work, and I got myself a pink hat with my own brand. See you next time.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the American Dream TV. We created this show to combat negative media, to show that the American Dream is alive and well by showing you real stories in real neighborhoods. Thank you so much for watching the show, and cheers to your American Dream.